Hello and welcome to Inside for Life, stories that inspire. This is a very interesting program as per me because this is where we try to bring in people who have been successful with their for life business, and not only successful, they have been able to inspire a generation of for life affiliates. They have seen success in their teams, they have worked with their teams, and that is how I see that when we talk to them, we'll definitely try to understand from them how they have built their stories. And I hope that these stories are very much similar to what you experience in your field. The whole idea is that you hear from these leaders and you try to figure out that today they are at a pedestal, but they started from where all of us did. There was a day one for them. And so the day one is similar for all of us. What makes their journey different is what they have done beyond that. And for that, today I have somebody, if I have to talk about her in one word, I'll say that she's one of the most charismatic leaders that we have. We are so proud to have her in For Life because she's somebody who's a doctor, who has a full-time job, she is a full-time mother, and in addition to that, she has built this beautiful For Life business. I see her as somebody who's countered one of the most difficult questions that we face in our lives. And that question is, do we have enough time? Today, I'll try to talk to her and try to figure out how did she have all the time in this universe to take care of her job, her family, and also build up a great for life business, not only for herself, but also for her team members. I'm so happy to welcome Dr. Amenla Walling in this podcast. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for agreeing to talk to us. I mean, knowing that you are short of time, you're still making time out for us.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm feeling so privileged, and it's always a pleasure to be talking to someone like you, the brain behind the For Life India.
Thank you so much. And what I was saying was, I think, very relevant for a lot of people, right? Because we have so many things to do. If you look at your career, you joined For Life way back in 2009.
Yes.
And you have been with For Life all this while. The first question that I have for you, I want to understand, you are a doctor, you had a good job. So what made you think about entrepreneurship? And when you are thinking about entrepreneurship, why did you pick up For Life as your vehicle?
Okay. For me, when I joined For Life, it was not because I knew about the business, but because the product was so good. It was helping in our family, and that's how we were just sharing within the family, then getting the result in the family, how it was helping a lot of family members having a lot of health issues. I know there's nothing that can substitute good diet and proper exercise, adequate exercise, and sleep. That is something we cannot proxy, like nothing can substitute it.
Right.
But besides doing all the good habits that one can inculcate, we needed something else in the family because we had a lot of health challenges. And when we used the product, it was introduced to my brother, and when it was giving the result that we wanted, and in the family again there were others with health challenges. So with all these, we wanted to just share the goodness of what we were experiencing. And we did not know at that time that there is a opportunity attached to this. So
Right.
we were just sharing the goodness of what we were experiencing. And with that, it just went from there. And again, when we got certain bonuses, again, that made me open up my eyes. And I was thinking, like, by sharing the goodness that we are experiencing, God has been good to us, to our family. We seem to have enough. But why I took this journey is because I wanted others also to feel or experience whatever we were getting out of it. So it was the goodness of the product as well as the business that is attached to it, like just by sharing what goodness you are experiencing, if you can also earn out of it. Like I just started thinking, like, the more I can make someone earn, the more I can also earn. I find seriously, like, I was someone who was totally against this kind of business before. But when I realized the true essence of network marketing, like, I felt like this must be the noblest way of making an earning, making a career, even besides our job. This is something we can do. Like, instead of just wasting my time on uh, unproductive things, like besides my job, like, I thought, if I can learn more about this, and if I can be the channel through which I can make others also get the same kind of blessings that we're getting through this platform, that kind of thoughts were the turning point, which made me just build from one to the other. Believe me, like, it's 16 years now, and I have never regretted a day. Like, despite the challenges that I have to undergo, I've never regretted, because the kind of feedback I was getting from the people who got helped through this, like,
Right.
those were the motivation, because of which I never regretted the decision that I have taken to partner with For Life. Yeah.
That's great. And I think that's the most natural way of picking up an opportunity, right? You like the product, it worked for
Yes.
you,
Yes.
and then you decided to share it with others. And then you had the joy of making supplementary income, right? And you made other people earn it. I cannot have a more natural way of progression, because a lot of time people pick up this business and their why is not clear. But what we saw in your case, and you have been here for 16 years, as you said, you have seen the challenges, you have seen the ups and downs, but there has been a natural progression, right? Your why has always been clear. And that is the reason why we respect you the most, because if you are picking up this business and your why is clear, it will keep telling you that, okay, you are in this business for a reason, and you are after that reason every time. While we talk about direct selling, while we talk about For Life has one of the best compensation plans, and definitely income is an attraction. Other than the income, right, we also have an aspect of recognition, right? All of us do a lot of jobs, all of us have our different fields, which at times gives us money, but recognition is something which is lacking. And I think a lot of people join direct selling business to get that recognition. So I want to ask you, I know it was in 2009, I know it's way back, but what was your emotion when you were recognized for the first time, maybe on a stage, maybe when you received, when you achieved your diamond rank? What was going on in your mind, and has that helped you keep moving on?
For me, like I was saying, it had always been about others. Like, I never thought that I will be on a stage being recognized for certain achievements. But when I was trying to help others, that automatically, like, I was achieving certain ranks, and being recognized, exactly as you're saying, when we achieve something and we get appreciated for those efforts, like, it gives you a certain feeling, a certain confidence. I also realized these are all process, like, I was just learning along the way. I was not prepared for that, but
Right.
as I was experiencing, I was just learning along the way that this is something which can help a person to be more confident, because I was a very introverted person, and had it not been for the purpose of helping others, I would not have come out of my comfort zone. I would
Right.
rather keep to myself. But because I wanted to help others to achieve, to get something out of in their lives, and in doing so, when I achieved the ranks, it was a moment of great happiness, for being recognized for whatever efforts I have put in. And I also realized that this is something very important in also building our personality, in building our confidence, because not only in for life, but in my other aspects of life, it has helped me to be more confident. Like, I was put on the stage and I was made to speak. Like, I had to come out of my comfort zone. I have to keep talking. I have to give public speeches. That this is something I have to do. If I want to be a role model of success, then I do need to come out of whatever is keeping me behind. I feel that the fight that was going on within myself, my old friends, people who knew me from before, they could see what changes I'm going through. Because when you are recognized on the stage, you have to be in the eye of the public, and
Right.
those were the changes that has brought me to where I am now. And I'm really happy that For Life has been the platform through which I could come up to this level.
What a great way to say that, because I always believe that direct selling or the for life business is not only about money. It is also about how we grow as a person, right? When you interact with people, you get into you come out of that comfort zone that I'm doing what I know, to a zone where you say, okay, I don't know whether I'll be successful, but at least I am trying it out. And gradually you become more confident, as you say. And we have seen you growing, Dr. Mella, right? So I have been seeing you for last 5 years, and from where you were to where you are today, definitely there is a huge change. And the biggest change which I have seen is your ability to accept the change. This is a business where you'll succeed and you'll fail at times. But the question is, when downward trends happen, are you blaming the situation or are you trying to improve yourself? And I think the way you are building your business is, I've always seen you focusing on yourself first, is the inward improvement that you have always been working on. And I think that's one reason why you have been so successful and you're so popular amongst your people. They're always looking out for support. I know it's difficult to catch you on phone at times, but you're always available. You have always replied to those messages. You've always traveled, right? This business is also about going out and building the business with the people. And whenever you travel, you get more people inspired for this business. You get more inspired people working for you. That has always been the reason of one of the reasons of your success. What I also feel, Dr. Mella, in this business is it's all about speed and direction. When I joined this business, I know what I have to do. But what is also important is I have to have that pace, right? So I cannot be saying I will do this, but do not know when to do that. And what the data says, what we have seen when we see leaders growing or some leaders not doing as well, is they are not able to pace themselves right? And now I'll come to a very critical point where, because as For Life, we always focus on helping people achieve their first major rank, and that is the rank of diamond. And we know that if we get into the habit of creating more diamonds, making them more successful, keeping them consistent, the growth is there. And this is what we advise and we follow. And we have seen that people who are in the first 90 days, if they are able to achieve this rank, definitely they'll succeed. And the trends are very different from other people who have not been able to do so. So I know that this happens in your business, right? When you are driving your teams, when you are driving your business, you focus on getting them to diamond. So if I am somebody who's joining your team, what will be your advice to me, that what should I do in those 90 days so that I achieve this important rank of diamond?
Yeah, before I get into the 90 days, what touching upon what you were saying about there is not always an upward trend all the time. There
Right.
are ups and downs. So what I have learned is if anyone wants to test themselves as a person or as someone who can perform in life, like, try network marketing. Because in network marketing, you have nobody to blame
Right.
except yourself. Because for any other kind of job, it can be because the employer has fired you, or you have certain colleagues who is trying to sabotage
Right.
your activities. But in network marketing, you are your own CEO. So if you want to test yourself, then we have to try network marketing.
Right.
So because our success depends on what you do with your business. And with regard to fast tracking our business, like this in network marketing, it's not only for a hardcore business. Like anyone who is maybe like me, we can even take this up as a part-time activity,
Right.
or it can be uh, a student to support their studies. They can also do this part time, or in anyone. Like it can suit any kind of, any age, any kind of educational level.
Right.
Anyone, you can build your business according to your own pace. But for the ones who are ready to take this as their career, if you want to take this up seriously, then fast tracking their business, that's very important. And the first 90 days, that's where like you will be disappointed, or you can truly understand what you can get out of this, whether this is meant for you or no. And with For Life, I'm so happy that with For Life, we have this program where a person who is serious about this, they can sign up with something called the Fast Start Pack,
Right.
which can help them to earn extra money like within the next 12 months, even up to 19 lakhs. That is
Right.
extra. That is not the main bonus, but extra bonus, you can get 19 lakhs, and that's not a small amount. And with that, anyone can sign up. And once you are on it, then you can also be on the loyalty program, because For Life has that. And being in loyalty program ensures that you get something extra. Like just normal bonuses one can get, but for those who are serious about this, then for doing the same thing, the same kind of work, but just being a little more calculative by being in the loyalty program, which is uh, get your orders done before 19th of each month.
Right.
And in doing so, you get something extra. So doing the same work but getting something extra, that's something which For Life has. So anyone who is trying to build the business in a serious way can learn about this and get to do the same thing, and then duplicate it with the people, with their team, and everyone gets extra. It's not about other person, but whenever
Right.
you are in it, why not get extra of what is offered by the company? That's what I always tell my people.
Right.
Because doing the same thing and getting extra, why not be a little more smart that way? And also, I'm also very happy, like during our time, we did not have all this. We started with just 3 products, and there were no specific programs to help us grow. But somehow, with our sheer liking of the product and the business that's on offer, we just grew. But
Right.
I'm so happy that now we have this special program called Go Diamond. So
Right.
being on such programs, because whether you are talented or no, like you may be just somebody, a very ordinary person like me, but when all the trainings are in place, when all these extra offers are there, and also the trainings are there to make you understand, we have the Go Diamond program. So with all this, it is so easy these days. Like if anyone is serious about making their career out of this, then like everything is in place. So
Right.
yeah, with all this, life has become more easy for the ones who are picking, choosing to be part of this.
Well, thank you so much because you have been talking about extra, right? And I think the reason why we pick up this business, the reason why all of you are doing for life business is to have extra money, to have extra recognition, to have an extra in your life. And when you are talking about Fast Start program, it is doing just that. It is not only giving you extra money, it is giving you an opportunity to earn double the builder bonus whenever you achieve it for the first time. And Dr. Amenla, we have been running this program for quite some time now, and we have solid data that says that if somebody joins your team with a fast start pack, the chances of him achieving a diamond rank is 33 times more than somebody who's not picking up this pack. So definitely, fast start program is something which is doing great for us. And India is one of the front running countries. And I'm so grateful to all the leaders because you guys have picked up this program, you're promoting it in the right way, and we are seeing the success. We are
I
seeing more and more diamonds
Okay.
coming up.
Okay, I didn't have the data, but I do have a lot of happy leaders giving their feedback about their extra bonuses.
Yeah, so extra happiness plus extra data definitely is a success thing. And then you touched upon loyalty program. I think that's another extra because if I have to do this business, I have to stay loyal. I have to stay loyal to my business. I have to stay loyal to my team. And what better way to complete my loyalty orders by 19th and earn that little extra
Yes.
that it has to offer in terms of loyalty points? Because we are doing loyalty program for a reason. And that reason is by 19th, you kind of know where your team is. And then you start planning for your month. So loyalty program definitely is good. And I'm so happy that you talked about the Go Diamond program because it's a virtual program. It is about 90 minutes to 120 minutes. But what we have felt is a lot of people who join the business and we are focusing on first 90 days, right? So when I join, I join with my passion, I join with my dream, join to achieve something. But then there has to be a technical know how, right? How do I achieve the reason for which I have joined the business? And we thought it will be only wise to talk to those people, to talk to those builders and builders elite, and give them the information about the compensation plan, give them the information about top selling products, and more than that, make them interact with somebody who has already achieved it. And that is the best part of the program, which I like, where we invite a leader who has already done what we are talking about, and those are some heart to heart conversations that we have in those forums. So I'll encourage everybody to follow what you're suggesting, right?
I think
Have fast
we
start
just,
people.
yeah, we just finished one, a Go Press.
We
Oh,
did Go
okay, yeah,
presidential program,
okay.
and we'll come to that. But start with a fast start pack.
Yes.
That's a good way to succeed. Follow it up with the loyalty program, and then definitely take advantage of all the training programs that For Life has to offer. Uh, I have a question, Dr. Milla, and that is, despite doing the best I can, right, following everything that I have to, there are times when I do not succeed. I do not get what I had expected, right? And I'm sure this happened in your life as well, in your journey of For Life as well. So how did you deal with that? And how do you think a new person who's joining the business or a leader who's at times not able to achieve what he had thought for the month or the quarter or for the year, what should be the mindset? And this is what I want to pick up here.
Yeah, when you talk about those times, like when things does not happen as expected, like I've had this a lot, uh, because when we are trying to spread out, especially uh, because of certain reasons, not intentional, but because the COVID also happened, and also certain issues in certain states had happened where I was just starting off, and I had put in a lot of efforts, and because of the situation in those states, it just vanished. So it like my milestones did not happen as I was expecting, and I just felt that when such things happens, of course, as a human, we do have a moment. For me, I just allow a moment. I don't let it linger on, because I feel that when it happens, it has happened. No amount of beating myself up or blaming anyone, like that's not going to rewind the things. So what the best that I can do is assess like why it had happened, or what other things I could have done better in order to in order not to let it happen. Or if it's a situation like where it's out of our hands, then like I just put it as my fate, my fate, and I just try to work on, I just look at how do I turn it around. I've always told anyone, like, if there is a situation which is which you would consider as a bad thing, I always tell them, like, and I also tell myself, like, turn it to your advantage. Like it's just in my head, like whenever anything bad happens, turn it to your advantage, so that that bad experience is not wasted. Like whatever happens, I would not let it go waste. It should always be a, a lesson, a learning experience for me. I always take it that way. I always tell myself, like, I should not let those bad experiences go to waste by making it work for me. So I always like, because every time the situation may be different. My situation, the bad things that had happened, it may be different from yours. But each of those experiences has something for us to learn from. So I always try to just bounce back. I just feel like we all need to be more resilient, because here I'm part of For Life because of the product, because of the compensation plan, the opportunity that is here. So I did not join because of some persons or because of certain like it cannot be decided. My future, my destiny with For Life, that can happen, it cannot be decided by a few instances of bad things that might happen. So I just let it slide off. I just try to learn from it, and I just move forward. So uh, that's how it has been going on.
And that's very true, because firstly, you said it's not bad to feel bad, right? So things happen, and it's okay to feel bad about it. But what I love is when you say that you cannot feel bad for a long time. You have to come back, right? The next thing that you touched was about things which are in your control and things are out of control, right? So the things that are in your control, and you focused on that how you inwardly look at what changes can you do in your approach, in your business, in your style, and there are certain things which will be beyond your control, and you have to accept that, and you have to work around it. So that was a great thought, that this is a business, and not only this business, Dr. Amenla, any business has a natural curve, right? You'll be having a good day, and you'll also have some bad days. Second thing which I feel is very, what makes this business very special is you are working with people, right? You're not working with machines. So things will not go by the algorithms, things will not go by the formula. It goes by how a person responds to you at a certain time, be it your consumer, be it your team member, be it somebody who you look up to. So how do you tackle that situation is very important. And the best thing to do that is look inward and try to control what you can, and things that you cannot control, hope that they improve, and you have a better day. So thank you so much for that insight. And I think this is what makes you a successful leader. And this is what differentiates you from a leader who's not as successful, because many a times we fail in terms of our personal relationships and in terms of how we handle situations. So now I move to something, and you alluded to it, and it's called a Go Presidential Workshop. Because we know that people succeed in 90 days, they become diamonds. But what is more important is staying consistent, right? And when you stay consistent, you create a foundation for yourself, you create a platform from which you can only grow. You don't have to look back. And we thought that let's have an interaction with those people who have qualified as a new diamond, but they have been consistent. So I qualify in month one, but in next 5 months, I qualify the same rank or higher at least two more times. And we decided to spend some time with them. So we invited them. This was our first Go Presidential Forum. We invited them to Delhi. We spent 3 days and 2 nights with them. Of course, there was a lot of fun, but there was a lot of training, right? We spoke about our programs. We spoke about how to calculate the business plan. We spoke about how to take advantage of the product. We got Mr. Raj Shekhar, who's our gold, into that room, and he took on questions from those people. And I think that was a very wonderful session where the participants could ask questions which are real life, which they face in their day-to-day life, and an established leader could answer those questions and tell them what you were saying, that the things that are not in your control. Don't focus on that. Focus on what is in your control and how you can change it the fastest. So I'm sure you heard about this program, and I just want to pick up your mind on how do you think this will help your team and people in general who are trying to build for life business.
Yes, I feel this is a very great initiative that you all have taken to help the leaders to build their team. Like, not just leaving the team development to the leaders themselves, but the corporate getting involved and having this program. And this is helping the ones who are interested in growing their business, and this is helping them to remain consistent, like something to look forward to. And
Right.
yeah, uh, when such a program is announced, then it helps the ones who have just qualified their first rank as a diamond to be consistent, and also to look forward to grow higher. They have something extra to look forward to also, because it is not just a boring training, but also a fun way to learn about how they can grow their business. And not just about the business alone, but this is about grooming themselves as leaders. So it's a very great initiative that the management has taken, and I'm really grateful. For me, I'm really grateful because during our time, like, we did not have all this. So I'm really happy for the new leaders, the upcoming leaders, that they have all these offered to them on a platter. Like, they just have to grab it.
Right.
It's just there for them. So if they want to grow, if they want to make something out of their lives, then it's just there. So I really appreciate the work which is being initiated by the management. And yes, it's a great learning program for the new leaders.
Sure. Thank you so much. And I must thank you and all the leaders for supporting this, because, see, this is a partnership, right? A leader, an affiliate, they work in the field. They know the real life situation. We have data, so we know how things are moving. And I think when we have a very strong partnership, right, when we are able to merge these two situations, that what is happening in the field and what does the data reflect. I think with this collaboration, we have been able to create a program which will not only help the new diamonds become more consistent, but it will help them go to next level. So when we are looking at this name, I thought go presidential, the name is a verb, right? This says action. This says what is your next step? The next step is you have to go presidential. And that is where both the leader and the corporate team, we combine our efforts and we help these people. I call them budding leaders because achieving a diamond rank in 4Life business is a big thing. It is the first pedestal of leadership where you know that, okay, you have reached till now through your effort, but now you have to work on building a team. And that is what will take you to your next level, which is going presidential. So thank you so much for your support. And then this is a program which was not a one-off program, right? This is something which is continuous. The next season that we have is in November. So I'm looking forward to more and more people joining us in this program. We have had great reviews of the first one, and we really enjoyed ourselves. I saw a lot of people doing plenty of shopping. We explored Delhi, we had some good food, but along with that, we had great education. Especially we had a session which was, and eye-opener for me also, is we had a session on WhatsApp business and ChatGPT.
Okay.
Because we have been talking about extra, right? One factor of extra is how you can make the maximum in the limited time you have, and that has been your story. So I think now we are getting those tools, now we are getting those opportunities where we can maximize our time. So this program, Go Presidential, also covers that. And I'm very hopeful that every leader, every affiliate, everyone who has joined 4Life would be willing to participate in this program and take his journey further.
And I think what we are doing in 4Life, everything is really balanced out. Like it's not that this kind of trips, it's not just thrown at them like without any value. They have to work for it, and all the luxury is also being provided. But they have to work for it, because what we see these days is just to lure people, just to lure some leaders. There are companies that try to just show the how do I put it, the something which will not sustain. Like they don't talk much about the criteria, but just the luring aspect. But what we are doing, I feel like, because in my 16 years, I'm also doing my studies, and there has been a lot of leaders who has also approached me, or any company, new company that comes up, like I've also been approached. And for me, when such things happens, I also look at what goes into all these offers, because for me it's not about fly by night kind of business. It's not something like we should be just attracted to such kind of luring. It should be something we should be talking or thinking of a lifelong partnership with whatever we are getting into. What I can see is it may sound a little difficult when we compare with some other companies, but what we are offering, because here we just the diamond qualifications, they are given a 3 days 2 nights kind of training and fun in a good location. So it's a kind of sneak peek into what they will get in future. And this is just the right kind of the balanced way of offering or getting something in return to the efforts that we are putting in.
No, I think that's a great interpretation, and that is our objective, because see, to get a certain degree of education, you need to be at a certain level. So if you give all this education to somebody who has joined new, he may feel intimidated. So he may say, okay, it's too difficult. But when somebody achieves a level and you tell him how to go to the next level, it always works. And that's a philosophy which we follow. And thank you so much for recognizing that. So now we are almost at the fag end of our conversation, but I cannot let you go without your final message. So I want to give a message to somebody who's joined new and who wants to become like Dr. Amenla, and why not even better than her. So what will be your message to somebody who's listening to this podcast?
The message I would give to anyone who would like to start their career in network marketing, and I think to choose network marketing in this day and age is the right way to get yourself into a good to actually to even live your dream life. That
Right.
like in these 16 years now, I can confidently say that anyone who chooses network marketing can actually live your dream life, and especially with a genuine company like For Life, you can get good health. Also, you can get good earning out of it, and also if you are serious into it, then you can get into the 90 days program, and the company as well as the leaders are there. I think with For Life, it is all about the ethical practice that we have, which makes us stand out. And I would welcome everyone and anyone to try it out and give it a shot. Give it a shot, and who knows, you might be the next Dr. Amenla or someone better than me.
Well, thank you so much for your words, ma'am. And I felt really happy talking to you. I think you are emotional at times, and you did bring out some very pertinent points. Right? For Life is a company which focuses on people. We work on building people together. For Life is a company which focuses on product, and we have an excellent compensation plan. And I think more than that, it is the leaders like you who are talking about For Life in the field, who have made a life out of For Life. And it's really a matter of pride for me to be talking to you today. And I'm sure all of you who heard this conversation, you took out some points that you will implement in your life. And I wish you all the success, Dr.
Thank
Menla, and
you.
I wish all of you the success. And I know that if you apply yourself, you'll definitely achieve what you have set out for. So thank you so much for joining this conversation today. Thank you so much, Dr. Menla, for
Thank you.
being a valuable guest for this For Life podcast. And we'll come back to you on Inside For Life, Stories that Inspire.